Hello survivors and welcome to today's video. So if you've seen the crunch last week, they talked about breeding changes with ASA, and they've said that previously mutations were based on the creature's wild stat multiplier, and now we've given it its multiplier. And they said this has led to some creatures receiving buffs or nerfs in particular stats. So while we were streaming on Twitch last night, someone came into the chat and mentioned that the Dino Lord's mutation videos helped them a lot on ASE. So this led to the Dino Lord speaking about breeding in ASA, and I think there's some quite valuable information. He explains what's written here really well, because I didn't understand what this stuff meant until he explained this to me yesterday. So hopefully this will make more sense for you guys and clear a few things up. If you go on to enjoy the video, please leave a like and maybe subscribe if you're not already. We have loads of Ark on here and so much more to come. Let's get into it.
I don't know if you read the community crunch regarding breeding, but they have changed things. The guide that we've got up there about gaining mutations, as far as I'm aware, seems like it's going to be exactly the same. They haven't changed breeding at all. You'll still get to 20 out of 20, and you'll still be able to combine them for 40 out of 20 and go negative and get negative mutations, bring the percentages down. All of that stuff is still the same. But they have changed the breeding mutation thing on ASA, and I don't know if you read it, but what they said is they've taken away the tamed dino stat increase.
Yep.
So what that would mean was every time you got a mutation, let's say you've got a Rex and you have a level 1 Rex out in the wild, it has 100 melee. That 100 melee has a base damage of, let's say, 40 points, like it does 40 damage to something. If you find a Rex that's got 300 melee, it'll do 120 damage. So as your Rex, wild Rex, levels up, each level gives you a certain part of that percentage. So one level on a Rex, wild Rex, level 10, will have 100 melee, and a level 11 might have 110 melee. So a wild stat point is 10 melee. For example, it might be, it might not be, it might be a different figure. But it was based on the dino's wild stat figure. They have changed it. So that means that when you gain a mutation now on whatever dino you're actually mutating, that stat is not going to go up by the dino's wild stat amount. So they have dictated, they have now put in their own values, which if you read it on the community crunch says some have been nerfed and some have been buffed.
Yep.
So that means that, let's say they felt that our Rexes were OP after they get to 255 points. They may have nerfed that when you get a mutation, let's say you've got yourself 350 melee and you get one mutation and it goes up to 360 melee. They may have nerfed that to now, instead of being from 350 to 360 melee, it goes from 350 to 352. They could have nerfed how much of a percentage of a point does through a mutation, because it's not a wild stat point anymore. Yeah. So I'm a bit concerned about that. They said some have been buffed and some have been nerfed. I like a bit more information on that, because if you go to do mutations now, you may be really disappointed on whatever dino you pick. Its stat percentage as it goes up might be really poor, because they've dictated it across the board per dino. So what they've done is try to create a balance between dinos. Whether they've done it for PvP or whether they've done it to stop us being so OP, I don't know. But they've changed the way mutations are balanced. Yeah. And it means that they've dictated every single point for every single dino and what a mutation will do to that point. It's not a wild stat multiplier anymore.
That's what I didn't understand until you explained that to me this morning. I did not understand at all what it meant. So
yeah, it's crazy. So like, until people start mutating on ASA, it's going to be hard to see what really happened. Yeah, boss level dodos.
So maybe we could get...
No, that's exactly what I thought. What if they're taking shit dinos like Phiomias and stuff, and they've said, okay, your Phiomia's really shit, but after one mutation it gains 100 melee? That could be incredible. It might open up the doors to not like having a Rex meta and having a Theri meta and having a Giga meta. It may have opened it up to the point of like, shit, have you seen that guy over there? He's got the best galleys in the world. Yeah. And he could be like some incredible Gallimimus army that might be amazing.
That would be so good.
So if they balanced it a little bit more so you could mutate shit, stupid dinos to be crazy fun, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But if they have absolutely killed our metas just because they thought we were OP, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. Because to be fair, it took 5 years to get to that.
Phiomia, yes!
Yeah, Phiomia boss run. Imagine just saddling up your pigs and heading into battle.
Oh, I'd love it.
Fucking love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, it's not based on a stat multiplier anymore for that particular wild creature's stat. They have dictated how much the stat point will go up for each point of each stat in each dino.
Yeah.
They are telling us what they're allowing us to get out of that dino. That's a little bit of a shame.
It is. It is. But
what have they done? Maybe they've like buffed some really weird shit. Like you said, boss dodos.
Yeah.
That could be fucking cool.
that would be so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully you found some of that information helpful. If you did, then please leave a like on the video and consider subscribing for more Ark content. If you do want to come and have some conversations like this with us, you can go over to our Twitch. We will be streaming Ark related content every Sunday. So now Ark Official is done. We're playing a variety of other sort of survival games, mostly voted on by our audience until ASA comes out. So the discussion is usually Ark related, as well as a lot of banter with chat. So if that's something you think you might be interested in, then the Twitch link will be in the description below. It would be lovely to have you guys there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. I've passed out.
Oh no, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't. Not again. Not again. Are you serious? You're over here on your fucking ass again.
Sorry, babe. I'm trying.
For fuck's sake, every fucking time. This is the third time.
Yeah, I know.
This is the third time.
Third time's a charm.
It's not the charm. Look at the mess. Look at the mess over here.
Get the bell on.